right, boys and girls, today we're going to read a worry woo tale. Don't feed the worry bug. And this is by Andy Green. And I thought right now a lot of people are worrying about stuff. Maybe we need to read about how we can deal with that when we get worried. This book is dedicated to Jeff and Penny. Thank you for finding me. On a bench in a park on a bright sunny day, Wince, the monster of worry, let time slip away. He looked at the clock. It was 2:15. Time flies. And when Wince started to think about all he must do. He had homework and laundry. He needed clean pants. He must bake some cookies for the worry-woo dance. Then Wince started to wonder, did he leave his light on? Was his backside too poofy? Where had all his friends gone? And his worries kept growing till he heard a soft buzz that made goosebumps appear, for he knew what it was. There was one creature that made such a sound. Around monsters that worry, it could often be found. Some call it the worry bug. And this is for sure. If you feed it a worry, it will always want more. Buzz, buzz, Wince heard its noisy wings flap. It flew up and down as he shooed and he clapped. It flittered and fluttered around Wince's ear. In the blink of an eye, more worries appeared. Did he feed his fish Ted? Did his dog get a bone? Did he send all his woo mail? Did he bring his bike home? Should he go to the movies? Would he get a good grade? Will the weather be nice for the Woo Town parade? And with every new worry came Wince's way, the worry bug shouted, "Hip, hip, hooray!" For the more that Wince worried, the more the bug grew. It nibbled and munched on his worry-filled stew. Wince said to the worry bug, "Perhaps you should leave." He asked quite politely, and he even used please. Yet the worry bug stayed, for the two of them knew that Wince would still worry, and that's what he would do. As day turned to night, Wince got ready for bed. The worry bug yawned and laid next to his head. But its buzzing kept Wince from going to sleep. Bzz, 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 bzz. So he tossed and he turned and he tried to count sheep. While thoughts of what ifs and could be, maybe and might, made Wince worry more, he was worried all night. When morning arrived, Wince looked up and gasped. Oh! The worry bug had grown. It had happened so fast. It used to be tiny, an annoyance, quite small. Now it covered his kitchen, the ceiling, and wall. The bug's belly gurgled, full of worries it was. No longer could Wince sweep it under the rug. Its buzzing went on, and Wince started to fret about all of the things that hadn't happened just yet. No cookies were baked, the laundry had piled. Wince hadn't done homework in such a long while. "Enough!" Wince exclaimed. "There must be a way to get rid of a worry bug. It can no longer stay." So Wince went to the library to read and take notes about catapults and cranes and wagons and goats. Shh! Monster reading area. We love books. All right, let's see. He plotted and mapped out a worry bug graph, then called in the experts of the worry bug's staff. Together they studied this big growing beast and built a bug net out of Wince's bed sheets. They were having such fun. Wince was worried no more, and soon he was baking and doing his chore. Sometimes when you're worried, you gotta look for friends to keep your mind off of things, or just focus on other things, like studying or things like that, and focus on what you have control over. And then you don't worry as much. But just when Wince thought his work was complete, the worry bug buzzed. I need something to eat. Wince looked at the bug. It was once again small. For a while, Wince had been busy. He hadn't worried at all. You've ignored me all day, the tiny bug said, and you haven't worried, so I haven't been fed. The bug stomped its feet and buzzed all the more. Bzzz. Wince took a firm stand and showed it the door. Get out of here, worry. I've got things to do. I must work. I must play. I'm not going to worry, so go on your way. Buzz, buzz, Wince heard as the bug flew about, still trying to make one last worry come out. It flittered and fluttered around Wince's ears, yet Wince wouldn't give in, and it soon disappeared. Wince knew very well that this wasn't the end. The bug might be back if he worried again. But Wince would be ready should he hear that buzz buzz to say no to the worry bug, simply because Wince had learned that his worries got bigger each day when he allowed the worry bug to nibble away. So to all you worriers, Wince wants you to know, don't feed the worry bug or your worries will grow. And here he said, worries fed, and it looks like the worse he worried, like he's up to 100 worries, the bug's size grew too. The end. So I think one of the things that we learn from this book is that, like, when we're worried, worrying about it seems to make it worse. And it's hard to stop once you start it, like Wince saw. But one way you can do that is by getting your mind off of things. Go for a run. Get busy doing something else. Reading, writing, studying, anything that can get your mind off of being worried. A lot of people find sports and exercise a good way to get your mind off the worry. Surround yourself with people that make you feel good. Family members, friends. And I know right now we can't really go and see everyone that we want to see, but we can still see them with video chats and things like that. So remember, worrying about things, if we just sit there and worry, it's going to get bigger and bigger until it's just too big. We have to find a way to just learn to focus on what we can control. Because there's a lot of stuff we can't control it, but there's stuff we can control. Like I can read. I've read 4 novels in the past couple days. I can go outside, and I'm trying to run now, and there's a lot of things that I can do to keep busy. So remember, don't get busy worried. Get busy doing things you like so that you don't worry. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our read aloud.